very much. And I think for me to everybody's seen the disclaimer that it's just necessary. So 7 rings of wisdom empowers 7 rings of wealth. And I'm not going to get into exactly how this is built, but I will tell you that we are a co-op. And as a co-op, it's not a hierarchical structure. Hence the rings going out from you. If you were to wade out on a shallow pool of water and drop a stone, you would see ripples or rings going toward shore, and you would see rings going away from shore. Let's take that picture in your mind and say the rings going toward shore are people who came before you. And then the rings going away from shore or away from you, okay, is people who come after you. Now, you may refer them or you may not. Okay, we do put in a requirement that for you to get beyond ring 3, you have to share this with at least 2 people. And I'm not saying recruit, I'm saying share, bless at least 2 people. And we'll have tools to help you do that. Okay, but again, just people that you care about. And you don't have to try to sell them on anything. Just tell them sign up and you'd be glad to pay for them. And why? Well, I'll show you that in a few minutes of why pay it forward. Okay, now, this is a $5 program, as I said, and this is where you would pay as opposed to somebody paying for you. So you're up here in this position, if you will. That's you up there. And you purchase the product, okay, for $5. There's your purchase. And that's going to the person who is 1 ring before you, going toward shore. Okay, you pay $5, and that entitles you, that gives you a credit towards 7 rings of wisdom. Now, the rings going away from shore, it is a kind of a structure, okay, that is 2. There's 2 on your ring 1, whether the crowd brought them or you brought them, 2, and they purchase the $5 from the co-op, and the co-op pays you a commission. We actually call that a patronage refund of $5 each. We're giving you 100% of that sale. 100%. So 2 times 5 is $10, and you get all of it. And the first $5 goes into a reserve fund, or your reserve wallet. And that $5 is used to pay for the next ring. Okay? So the next ring is also $5. Right? And this is where it doubles the amount of people who are on that ring for you to 4. So do you pay for that $5 out of pocket? No, out of your earnings. Okay, but and the same way with the people on your ring too, because they shared this with just one person. Okay, and the next thing they do is the system automatically pays that $5 to the co-op, and the co-op pays 100% of it to you, and $5 times 4 is $20, and we take the first 10 that comes in and put that in the reserve funds. And as soon as you have $10 there, it automatically takes you to ring 3. Now remember, all you ever took out of your pocket was $5. Okay? And we're leveraging the amount of people. On this ring, okay, there are 8 people from the crowd. Doesn't matter who brought them. Okay? Could have been, from these 2 here, or on your ring 1, or the 4, or even the people who came before you. Okay, because they can only have 2 on their first ring. Same way with you. So if you're sharing this with 10 people, where are they going to go? They'll go on your ring 2. They'll go on your ring 3. All right. So again, $10 times 8, $80, 100% is paid out from the co-op as a patronage refund. All right. The first $40 that comes in goes to the reserve funds. The other 40 would go into your withdrawal wallet automatically. But that $40 is enough to pay for ring 4. Oh, I told you, we won't let you go to ring 4 if you have not shared this with at least 2 people. So this is a co-op. That means we are working together cooperatively. Okay, so there's no free rides here. So let's share this with 2. Okay, now you can go to ring 4. Okay, so that $40 will be used to pay for your ring 4. And here the co-op is paying out 75%. We have to make some money. So you get 30 and 10 goes to the co-op. And there's 16 people. So 10 times 6 or 16 times $10, that goes to the co-op. And we're going to be doing something really special with that. Okay. And I'll be getting to that in a moment. And you would get $480. But the first 100 that goes in there goes into the reserve fund. And that is used to pay for ring 5. Okay. So that same pattern works. Here you're getting 75% of that, $75 times 32, okay, is $2,400. The $25 goes to the co-op. 25 times 32 is 800. And so look at your income at this point. And how much did you come out of pocket? $5. And this is monthly, by the way. $2,335 a month. Okay. And $500 is being held for you to pay for ring 6. Right? In this case, there's 64 people on your ring 6, brought by a whole bunch of people here. And then with people who are bringing more than 2, which I told you the average is going to be really, really high because of what I'm going to show you next. Okay. And co-op gets 8,000, you get 24,000. And you'll notice 2,500 goes into the reserve wallet, which pays for ring 7. Now this is pretty simple, but it's different probably than anything you've ever seen. And it's all based on sales. There's no headhunting. There's no bonuses for recruiting. None of that. Okay. It's all based on sales. What's the product again? 7 Rings of Wisdom. And I encourage you to go to the website, 7ringsofwisdom.com. There's going to be fantastic life coaches that's going to be teaching you how to balance your life. And these are people who are paid a great deal of money by companies to help the employees, the administrative staff to balance their life. Okay, and teach them how to be more successful in a completely full-rounded area, like with family and leisure and income and assets and how to build a crowd and training. And so all of those things are terribly important to you for balance. You gotta have balance in life. So I want to notice that there's nothing here on sharing bonuses. Well, we have a requirement that if you just simply share this with 3 people, not 2, 3, in other words, create a term in the industry called spillover. Okay, if you bring in more than three, can't go on your front or your ring one. It's got to go beyond that. Look what happens. What we're saying at this point is that the co-op is willing to share with you 50% of what is going to the co-ops on rings 4 through 7 of the people that you refer. So I can't show you theirs and yours and all that. So this is just to show you that if you have somebody that has completed this, okay, you're earning $44,480 per month, okay, for each one. But you get it for all three. So if you take that 266,000 and add 44,480 times 3, you get 397,275 per month. Could this take a long time to build? Absolutely. Nobody's going to go. It's not a matter of just putting 254 people into your crowd. Those people on your ring 7 aren't just going to come in and pay you $2,500. They're going to first pay $5 to the people on your ring 6, $5 to the people on your ring 5, $10 to the people on your ring 4, $40 to the people on your ring 3, $100 to the people on your ring 2, $500 to the people on your ring 1, and finally you. Okay, and it's, of course, the rings 4 through 7 is 75%, so it's not 2,500. But anyway, that's how this works. How many people does it take to go to ring 2? 1. Go from 2 to ring 3? 2. To go from 3 to 4? 4. From 4 to 5? 4. From ring 5 to ring 6? 7. And from ring 6 to ring 7? 7. Of people who are going to, that ring. And they do it one step at a time, just like you did. It's very, very simple plan. And people who don't understand it are just trying to make it into something that they're familiar with, and they've never seen this before. So that's how this works, except we have added something amazing to it. So I'm going to take this down to 0. Okay, I'm going to take that to 0. And I'm going to take this to PIF. Somebody paid your way into this. You didn't pay $5. Somebody paid it for you. Okay? And I'm going to show you why this is going to absolutely explode. Okay? Ring 1. I'm going to go through this a lot faster this time because you're already familiar with it. That $5 didn't come out of your pocket for the purchase. The person who purchased the PIF code, it went in out of their pocket. Okay? And so remember, this is you, okay? And somebody piffed you in, okay? So the first $5 takes you to ring 2. It's in the reserve there. But the second $5 doesn't go into your withdrawal wallet. It goes to the co-op. And the co-op pays to the person who piffed you in, who paid for the PIF code, $5 as a PIF bonus or a patronage refund. Okay. This probably wouldn't be legal in other programs. Okay. But this is very legal here in a cooperative because this is how cooperatives work. Okay. Now I told you the first $5 takes you to ring 2. All right. Here, the first and second $5 goes into the reserve to take you to ring 3. Okay, but the third $5 that comes in from sales goes to the co-op, and the co-op pays 100% of that of the person who piffed you in. Now here the first ring, they got their money back. Here they've doubled it. Okay, so did it reward them to pay it for you? Absolutely. Okay. And you may have not have shared this with anybody. Those 2 and 4 on your rings 1 and 2 came from somebody else. Okay. Who brought in more than 2. All right. And then ring 3. All right. The first $10 sales goes into your reserve to take you to ring 4. All right. But the 5th sale goes to the co-op, the commission, not you. Okay. And then it is in turn given to the person who paid your PIF. So they paid $5 to get you involved in this and got back 20. Now, is there any guarantees to that? No, there has to be sales here. This isn't any kind of an investment or high yield program. This is based on sales, pure sales. And that's why this is legal. And the co-op shares 100% of those 5 and 5 and 10 with the person who paid it forward for you. Now, this is changing everything. Everybody's going, oh my gosh, I don't have to sell my friends and family and neighbors on this. I just need to have them go sign up. I'll pay their $5 because in time, you should be able to get 20. And that's monthly because you will pay the $5 next month and the next month and the next month. Now, think about this. What's one of the things that people are super excited about? Bitcoin. I saw Bitcoin go up in the last 6 months 300%. Matter of fact, I put in $200. I bought $200 worth of Bitcoin, and I just discovered a few days ago it was $600. All right. That took about 6 months to go from 200 to 600. My gain, okay, the return was 300%, but the gain was 200%. Okay. Guys, where can you go in the world and get a 400% return on your money every month? I'm here to tell you, you can't find that anywhere. Otherwise, Wall Street would be putting their money in it like there's no tomorrow. Okay. Is it based on little amounts? Yeah. But what if you shared this with 10 people? It would be, you put in 5 times 10 is 50. Get back 200. I'll do that all day long. How about sharing it with another 10 and another 10 and another 10? Why not? Okay. So what if there's going to be people who are going to share this with more than 100? I guarantee you. Some will bring in 1,000, maybe 5,000, and they'll pay it forward for them. Okay. Because it's rewarding to do so. So do you feel like you're selling something to them? No, you're blessing them. Now, will they understand this? Maybe not. Let's say that they, this would normally take them ring 4. Oh, can't do it. They haven't shared this with at least 2 people. Okay. Well, have they earned? They've got $40 in their reserve funds. Okay. This particular person, they've got $35 here in withdrawable funds. Why don't they just, find 2 people to pay it for? Okay. So that they can go to ring 4. All right. So if they share this with 2 people, okay, now when they go to ring 4, boom, it's all just keeps on happening. Okay. And so every single month, and I'm telling you, at about this point here, okay, the person that you shared this with, they're going to come to you and say, look, I don't get it. I was making money. I hadn't shared it with anybody. I got to. Thank you for your help. And I'd sure like to really fully understand this. I'm making $2,315 a month, and I've only shared this with 2 people. Okay. And I never even took any money out of my pocket. Can you help me? And of course you would say, yes, I'd be glad to help you. Let's share this with everybody you know, bring them, introduce them to me, get them on a call with me, and I will help you. And all of a sudden that person's going up here to 10 or greater. And then, we're talking here, okay, a lot of monthly money over here and also everybody else is seeing the same logic. That's why this is going to fill up really, really fast, way beyond those 254 people, down on ring 15, 17, 20, 25, 28, because people are bringing in way more than 2. Okay, Mark.
Thank you, JC.
You're welcome.
Now you can see why everybody is so excited. And again, Breakfast Club family, we've been given a blessing. And I've been taught that much is given, much is required. And I feel required to share this with the world, with everyone. Imagine the lives that you can change and that you can touch by being a giver. And as you can see here, we give first and then we receive. And then it changes somebody's life, which is, to me, you can't put a price on it. So share with everybody, your friends, your family, your coworkers, your church family. Like JC said, you can actually go to a farmer's market or one of those places that people go every Saturday and just sit out there, have a little tent or whatever, and just share, and look what will happen to you and that individual that you share with, because you share with them, then they're going to want to share with everybody that they know. And that means everybody gets blessed. Everybody gets to live a better quality of life. And believe it or not, I'll say this in closing. If enough people get a hold of this, crime will go down overnight. It could go down overnight. And we have the tool to do it, thanks to the humanitarian thoughts of JC Hill. So, JC, again, I want to thank you for being our guest on the Breakfast Club today. We're at the top of the hour. And Breakfast Club family, you can go on YouTube later on today. Once Joe gets back from his appointment, he will make this public, and you'll be able to go to Joseph Shute, which is his YouTube channel, and you will be able to look at this again. And I encourage you to look at it again and again and again, because the more you look at it, the more you're going to understand it. But you don't have to understand it, just do it, as you can see. If you don't understand it, just do it, because it'll be a blessing to you. And then you'll get it the more you share with other people, because every time I see it, I learn more and more. I think I got it, but now, even after today, I've seen it even better. So that will happen to you as well. So with that being said, peace and blessings to everyone. Go out, make it a great day, make it a great week. And remember, the Power of Three is the hub, and it's the portal for all of the other programs. So make sure you get a person in the Power of Three, because if you get them in 7 rings and not in the Power of Three, they're going to miss a lot of money that they shouldn't miss. $3 is not a lot of money. Maybe to a third world country, it is a lot of money, but in our country, it's not a whole lot. So share with everybody. So with that being said, this is your co-host, Mark Stevens, for your host, Joe Shute, and JC Hill, saying thank you for coming to the Breakfast Club. Peace and blessings, everyone. Make it a great day, and we'll see you next week at 12 noon on the Breakfast Club.